Sobrang dami nag-request itong phone na ito. Dumating na rin ang Motorola Moto G Stylus 2024. Nung nireview natin ang 2023 variant, sobrang daming bumili. Sobrang daming natuwa sa phone yun dahil sobrang niyang mura. This time, ang laki ng in-upgrade nito. And I would tell you in this video, ano nga ba mga in-upgrade niya? Sulit nga ba siya this time around? So don't you go away. So, ang Motorola Moto G Stylus 2024 na may 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, ang ganang global variant, nabili ko siya kay UKDB Gadgets for 9,500 pesos. Now, himay natin sa video na ito kung sulit nga ba siya and ano nga ba mga in-upgrade niya from the 2023 variant. Starting off with yung kanyang design. I would say, this time around, unibody na ang kanyang camera. No? Nung 2023, naka-separate pa siya. But this time around, naka-infuse na siya. Unibody na siya. And ang sarap ng feel ng faux leather niya dito sa likod. It gives me really that premium feel at just 9,000 pesos. And another thing na gusto ko rin sa kanya, yung gilid niya, mukha siyang yung matte finish ng desert titanium ng iPhone 16 Pro Max. Though alam naman natin is plastic material siya, pero yung finish niya mukhang maganda. And what's nice dito sa kanya sa ilalim, nandiyan pa rin ang kanyang audio jack. And nandito rin yung stylus, which papakita ko sa inyo yung function niya a little bit later. And panalong-panalo to, micro SD expansion pa. So either use isang nano SIM plus isang micro SD or dalawang nano SIM na 5G. 5G, take note guys. Teka. Hindi pa tapos ang excitement dahil this one also supports an eSIM, guys. Tingnan nyo guys, set up your eSIM. So kung may eSIM ka, perfect na perfect to para sa inyo. 9,000 na may eSIM, panalo. And another thing na gusto ko rin sa kanya is symmetrical kanyang bezel, not the thinnest, and I would say na medyo mas tumipis siya compared sa 2023 variant. Now, probably one of the biggest improvement na nakita ko rin dito sa kanya is gumaan siya. Down from 205 grams noong 2023, ngayon 190 grams na lang siya. So, it's a lot lighter than before. And ang feel sa kamay, definitely okay. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Now, one thing na hindi nag-improve dito sa 2024 is it uses the same processor from the 2023 variant, which is a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1. It's a well-balanced na chip, hindi naman siya pang heavy gaming, but it gets the job done. Lahat ng multitasking na bigay mo sa kanya, kayang-kaya naman na i-handle. Nakakuha siya ng 560,000 points dito sa Antutu benchmark, and ito ang kanyang breakdown scores. 610 ang kanyang loop scores at Wall Dive Extreme, and 99% ang kanyang stability. Ito ang score na nakuha ko dito sa Geekbench, kanyang CPU benchmarking, and ito naman ang kanyang GPU benchmarking. Now, one of the things na sobrang nag-improve dito sa kanya is definitely yung kanyang display. Ang gamit niya right now is a POLED display compared to sa kanyang 2023 variant, which is a IPS LCD. Ang laki ng lundag din niya. Now, ang screen size niya is 6.7 inch, meron din siya 120 Hz of screen refresh rate, and maximum brightness niya 1,200 nits. So, if you're under the direct sunlight, wala kang maging problema viewing contents on this phone. Another thing na nag-improve din dito sa kanya is yung kanyang screen-to-body ratio. Sinabi ko sa kanya, lumiin ang kanyang bezel. It used to be sa 2023, nasa 87% ang kanyang screen-to-body ratio, but this time, 89% na ang kanyang screen-to-body ratio. Now, if you're browsing social media dito sa phone and expect mo smooth naman, 120 Hz, and I would say na mas gumanda experience ko dito compared sa 2023. Dahil one thing's for sure is that POLED display na siya, so it gives you better, brighter na mga display and sharper mga photos na makita mo rin dito on your day-to-day consumption sa social media. Now, if you're watching videos naman dito sa YouTube, expect to give you a good experience, be it watching mga anime shows or different shows, variety shows, maganda nga ng display. That's one thing for sure. Mas may enjoy mo to kaysa do sa 2023 na variant. Now, since sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, meron siyang stylus, pakita ko lang sa inyo kung paano siya gamitin. Now, one thing na napansin ko dito sa Motorola Moto G Stylus 2024 is mas nag-improve ang kanyang pen. Feel ko medyo mas sensitive siya this time around versus yung kanyang 2023 na counterpart. So pag hinugot mo tong pen na to palabas, makita mo write a note, moto note, screenshot, pwede ka mag-crop, pwede ka gumawa ng GIF, and pwede ka mag-calculator handwriting mode. Now, what I did dito is ininstall ko si Medibang, one of my favorite na drawing app. So, ang pwede mong gawin, there's a lot of things na pwede mong gawin dito, no? So, just create a new canvas. So, gawa lang tayo ng new canvas, create, no? So, what we can do dito, pwede ka mag-drawing, like, ganito. Pero feeling ko, mas sensitive siya. Pero syempre, hindi siya pressure sensitive. No? Tulad ng mga Galaxy S25 Ultra, ganon. Ito, simpleng pen lang siya. Pero at least, no, at this price point, you get to experience a pen na hindi siya mahal. No? Well, that's probably one of the things na gusto ko rin dito sa kanya, which is yung get the chance to try something new without hurting your wallet. Yun ang ganda dito sa kanyang pen. You can do a lot of things dito, take down notes, drawing, and do a lot of things dito. And yeah, this is probably one of the good things na gusto ko dito sa Motorola G Stylus 2024. Now, by the way guys, this phone comes together with Android 14 and meron siyang one major update na aabot siya up to Android 15. That is based sa nababasa ko ng mga articles. Now, usapang battery naman tayo. Masasabi ko sa inyo guys, ang battery nito has also improved. It still sports the same 5,000 mAh sa battery, pero mas bumilis ang charging speed niya. Dating 20 watts lang ang support niya, ngayon 30 watts na ang support niya dito. And best of all, meron siyang 15 watts na wireless charging, guys. Take note, guys, na 9,000 pesos, meron ka ng wireless charging capability. So, I would say na, well, as early as now, sulit na sulit tong 9,000 na babayaran mo dito sa phone na ito. Now, charging experience ko naman dito, mabilis naman. It takes me around a little bit above an hour and a half to complete the full charging cycle. And kaya naman na magtagal ng one whole day without even charging. Basta normal naman usage mo dito sa phone na ito, matipid naman ang Snapdragon 6 Gen 1. Now, nung sinalang ko siya sa PC Mark na battery stress test, under 50% brightness and 60Hz na screen refresh rate, ito nakuha natin 15 hours and 20 minutes na screen on time. Goods? Goods. Now guys, meron siyang dalawang speakers na sa ilalim and the other one nandito sa earpiece. Pakinggan na natin kung gaano kalakas nga ba sound niya. I would say, not bad ang kanyang sounds ha. Magandang tunog niya, and if you're listening to Spotify, solid na solid. Though, tama lang, average ang kanyang sound, not the loudest. Now, sinalang naman natin to sa gaming. Playing 3 games, Genshin Impact, Farlight 84, and of course, Call of Duty Mobile, one of my favorite games. Pagdating sa Genshin Impact, sinet natin sa medium graphical settings. Kasi alam naman natin si Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, medyo nasa gitna lang ang kaya nitong i-handle mga ganun ka AAA games na graphics. No? So, playing a medium graphical settings dito sa Genshin Impact, okay. I would say na for the first 15 minutes, smooth naman experience ko. Pero as you play along, there are some minor frame drops din natin maiwasan, lalo na kung medyo nagbabakbakan ka on a certain field, maraming kalaban, mafe-feel mo may slight delays. Pero hindi naman siya yung garapalan na delays. I would say na pretty solid pa rin naman siya. Dito sa Moto G Stylus 2024, it was able to give me a good experience. Nevertheless, the sound is yung katamtaman lang, not the loudest that I've tried. But the best part dito is enjoy naman ang gaming experience ko dito. Ang pinakamainit na na-achieve na dito is 46 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay. Kung dito naman sa Farlight 84, setting it to medium graphical settings din, okay naman ang gameplay. Wala ako na feel na frame drops along the way. Smooth naman ang experience ko sa kanya. And ang one thing na chinek ko is kung tumatakbo nagsuslide saka pag sa sniper scope, wala namang lags. No? So that's a good sign dito. And the touch response was good. Okay naman siya. Smooth naman ang experience ko dito sa kanya. And one of the things na nagustuhan ko rin dito sa kanya is yung quality ng screen. No? It has given me better na experience as opposed to sa 2023 na variant. Pinakamainit na na-achieve niya after 30 minutes of gameplay, nasa 45 degrees Celsius. Now, pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, wala namang problema. Kaya na may handle ni Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 to game na ito. The experience ko was okay, not bad. Though, siguro nabitin lang ako konti sa sounds, hindi ganun kalakas. And overall experience was quite good. Okay naman kanyang touch response. And pinakamainit na na-achieve ko after 30 minutes of gameplay, 44 degrees Celsius. And since medyo mainit siya pagdating sa gaming, I would recommend you to buy a game cooler like the FlyDG B7. Napag-usapan natin kanyang camera. It has also stepped up from the 2023 variant. This time around, meron siya 50MP na main camera sensor na may OIS. Ang OIS is a step up. Nag-step up din siya sa ultra-wide lens niya. Dating 8MP, ngayon 13MP with 120 degrees na field of view. It can let you shoot up to 4K and 30fps. Nag-improve din na kanyang selfie camera. Dating 16MP, this time around 32MP na siya. And best of all, dating 1080p lang kaya na, ngayon 4K and 30fps na kaya na ibigay sa atin. Now, another thing na nagustuhan ko dito sa G Stylus 2024 is nag-improve ang kanyang camera over sa 2023. It has become sharper, and if you're taking some very simple shot like this one, sa 2023 makita mo medyo soft pa siya pag zoom in mo. Dito sa 2024, nag-improve siya. Kita mo yung mga details dito. Simpleng shot lang to, no? And it was able to capture a lot of details. Kahit dito sa shot na ito, I would say na versus 2023, this was able to give me more details and more color accurate. But nevertheless, I would say na still, medyo ano pa rin siya, no? Medyo saturated ka ng greens. Pero yung saturation niya is okay. Natural sa mata, mas smooth sa mata. Hindi siya yung OA na pagka-saturate. And okay pa rin kumuha siya ng mga shots like this one. Ang bilis din niya mag-focus. Taking some simple shot like this one, malilit na flowers, kayang-kaya din niya mag-perform. Kahit yung mga nitty-gritty details dito, ng mga lambre, mga ugat, maganda pa rin ang details kahit i-zoom mo na siya. Now, nung nilaro ko naman ang kanyang ultra-wide lens, this is how it looks like. Ito naman ang kanyang normal shot, and ito ang kanyang 2x zoom shot. Well, kahit 2x zooming it, makita mo still goods pa rin siya. And kaya na mag-zoom up to 8x zoom, which looks something like this. Medyo blurred nga lang siya. Now, if you're outdoors, try to take some mga billboard shot, okay naman siya, malinaw naman. And kahit kumuha ka ng simple snap lang sa vicinity, okay pa rin, mapipreserve pa rin mga dahon dito. Though soft na siya pag zoom in mo siya. This is another shot na nakuha ko na feel ko not bad, no? Just a normal shot. Pag zoom in mo siya, very clear pa rin siya. And tinry ko rin siya mag 2x zoom. This is how it looks like. Clear na clear pa rin. And probably this is one of my favorite shot dito. I was able to get this shot. Parang ang natural niyang tingnan, no? Looking at it, looks very smooth ang figure nito. Pati yung kotse, no? Sobrang ganda rin ang kanyang pagka-capture. Very cinematic tingnan. And I love it. Now, if you bring this one on indoor low light, kaya kumuha ka ng mga signage, no? Though medyo sabog konti ka ng ilaw, pero yung kanyang pinaka-main na sign, preserve pa rin naman siya. Taking other signages, okay ang kanyang shot. And kahit food shot, no, I would say not bad din kumuha tong phone na ito. Trying to focus on subject, maganda rin kanyang pagkakuha sa subject and blurring all the way to the background. Kahit kumuha ka ng simple bean shot, okay kitang-kita pa rin mga details kahit zoom in mo siya. Not bad. Now, looking at this selfie camera, this is probably one of the things na nag-improve din. Kasi sa 2023, feel ko medyo hindi ganun ka-okay ka na front-facing camera. But I think they have stepped up dito sa 2024 version. Was able to capture a lot of details sa mukha. Though na-smoothen out siya ng konti, but nevertheless, it still preserve a lot of details sa mukha on outdoor condition. And pag dinala mo na sa indoor condition, ganun pa rin, smoothen pa rin, pero though it's a little bit soft. But I would say na acceptable ang mga photos na nakuha ko on indoor condition. Now, if you're vlogging on indoor, I would say pwede. Not bad ang kanyang front-facing camera, smooth. And though yung quality is a little bit soft, but nevertheless, it's still good. And checking the rear camera, smooth siya. It was able to give me a really nice na video dito. I would say, okay siya for basic vlogging. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Motorola Moto G Stylus 2024? Sulit nga ba ang 9,500 pesos mo dito sa phone na ito? I would say definitely a yes. Ang daming in-improve na dito, lalo sa kanyang aesthetics. Pagdating sa camera, laki ng in-improve. Pagdating sa stylus, mas gumanda ang experience sa kanya. And best of all, gumanda rin ang kanyang charging capability. Plus wireless din. And ang pinakamalaki na nilundag na dito is from IPS LCD OLED display na siya. Would I recommend it? Definitely a yes. If you have the budget, ito na bilhin ninyo compared sa 2023 variant kasi ang dami nyo makukuha improvement dito, especially yung kanyang eSIM capability. So saan ko nabili? Nabili ko to sa UKDB Gadgets and I'll be posting the link on the description box below. And if you like this video guys, don't forget to share it to your friends, and a quick sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next video. And so, ako pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.